I'm just going to quickly introduce myself. I'm Mark Valenti. I'm the superintendent. I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited to have the guests that we have that care about this end of the county. You know, we think we have great hopes for Haldane in this area, and we really feel we have to address certain needs we have in our athletic and recreational needs. We have a stakeholder group that's doing that, and we're very excited to have you there here. But I would like to introduce Joe Curto, president of the board, Dave Trustee, past president of the board, because they've been really working hard to pull the stakeholder group today together. So, Dave and Joe.
Thank you, Dr. Valenti. I want to just briefly take a couple of seconds, because I know it's hot, introduce some of the people that we have up here who've worked with the school and the town and the community in making this step one of what's going to be a very exciting project. We have a vision. We're going to have a concrete plan. And if anything that you find out about Haldane is we've got an awful lot of spirit. So we're going to get this done. Senator Ball's generosity and Vinnie Tamagna's efforts have made this possible. We want to thank you. But what I'd like to first do is, Tom, do you have, we're a small school, 900 plus kids, K through 12. We play a lot of big schools, and you know, nobody ever walks away playing Haldane and says that you guys don't have the most character. So today, through the powers vested in me through the Department of Education as school board president, Senator Greg Ball.
Cool. Thank you, sir. That's awesome.
Vinnie Tamagna, for your efforts. You are official Blue Devils.
Thank you.
Thank you. And just, this is a community project, so I just want to thank some of the people that we have up here today. We have Amber Stickle, who's the Phillipstown Recreation Executive Director, Tom Cunningham, who's Haldane's Athletic Director, John Champlin, who's the president of Pop Warner and is involved in everything, Fred Kohut from the Blue Devil Booster Club. We have Paul Eldridge, Putnam County Executive. We all know Dr. Valenti, Dave Morandi, school board trustee and former school board president, Ralph Fallone, Village of Cold Spring trustee, and Barbara Scuchamora, town of Phillipstown. So this is a community effort. This is a project. This money is going to go to get us started. And when we come back here 1 year from now, you're going to see that we kept our promise and we're going to get this done.
Yep, absolutely.
So thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
And I just want to introduce Dave Morandi. Dave spent an awful lot of time working on this project through the years. Dave?
Thank you. I'll just be really quick. Joe and I have worked for quite a few years now. I've been on the board for 10 years, and Joe close to it, if not. And one of our, you know, the things that keeps getting pushed back were our fields, and you can see the conditions of them. You know, we've got a lot done. We've added an annex, and we've also got the whole building envelope secured. So our next place to be is the fields, and we'd like to put our attention on that. And we have a lot of people interested in working together now, and hopefully the community, you know, they have come together, and hopefully we'll realize all of our plans. I'd like to thank Mark Valenti especially for getting this grant going, and for Vinnie Tamagna's efforts, and Greg's for securing this. It's going to be a great great first step and much needed money. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Dave. I wouldn't make a terrible pun like "Welcome to the ball field" because that just is a terrible pun. But how about a nice welcome for Senator Greg Ball?
Actually, my mother wanted to name me Collie, and my dad said if you name him Collie, I'm going to name him Fuzz. So I would have been growing up, you know, impalling Fuzz Ball. I mean, it would have been absolutely disastrous. The funny thing about growing up is that the kids, they certainly made fun of me. I got picked on all the time, but they never mentioned my name. I gave them so much else to make fun of, you know, raising ghosts and everything else. So, but anyways, you know, just trying to share a little bit here, and it was fun to grow up Greg Ball impaling, where I got my first pair of shoes when I was like 14. We grew up, that's not true, I promise, but we grew up in a, you know, real small town too, and just great memories. And you know, especially during these tough times, people have to realize that we have got to step up to the plate and take care of all of our communities. And in Putnam County, we're one county, and Paul's done an absolutely spectacular job of being over here, having a huge presence. I try to do that as a state senator. But our children learn, and I'm not going to say just as much, but maybe I will, just as much on these fields as they do in the classrooms, and whether it be sportsmanship or how to take care of each other or following through even when times are tough and not giving up. The lessons that these young men and young women will learn on this field will go with them through the rest of their lives. And enjoy it now, guys, because I'm telling you what, the memories that you have now are going to be with you for the rest of your lives. And these are going to be cherished memories, and you're going to be proud to be back here on these fields with your kids. So Vinny Tamani stepped up to the plate, Barbara stepped up to the plate, Paul stepped up to the plate and said, Greg, there's a need in this community. And while you guys are winning and the track team is winning, these fields need some work. So it's a pleasure to make sure that we're going to be able to get this done. I want to thank Vinny personally, especially, for stepping up to the plate and showing the real need that this community had. And this is just the beginning. So a lot of good stuff's going to happen. And I look forward to working with you in a great partnership. And this is the best ball cap I've ever gotten.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to start off by thanking the senator. Really, when I came to him, we had a community meeting here. I remember you had all the stakeholders, came off of what are we going to do to get something here, went to the senator. Immediately he said yes. So Senator Ball, being responsive, a good friend, certainly somebody who has done track and been involved in sports a lot himself, somebody that understands. And when I take a look at you guys and you young girls here, that you have a record that's amazing. We have championships over and over and over again, and we don't necessarily have the facilities, but we're working on it, right? And again, we're a community that does care. We all get our minds together, wrap ourselves around it, and I know that we're going to have the facilities under your great leadership too, Doctor. Thank you. And on behalf of Putnam County, our county executive, Paul Eldridge, the legislature, and I know Senator Ball will continue to do what we need to do to make this all a reality for you. So thank you. Thanks.
Thank you,